Hi everybody, this is Brandon from TM Realty at HomeSmart, and I'm going to take you through the top things that you need to know when you're about to list your home and why you want to go with a company and a team that's all about digital marketing. So let's talk about who TM Realty is. Well, like I said, we're a team under the HomeSmart brand. Why is that important? Well, HomeSmart's a pretty darn good brand, and why we're different is that we're a team of digital marketing experts. We're accomplished business executives. We're a consultancy, not sales guys. So we're not here to sell you anything. We're here to consult you and bring to bear all the tools and the technology that we have to make sure that we get you the best price for your home. Bottom line. HomeSmart now, on the other hand, they're the fifth largest independently owned real estate company in the U.S. We are the #1 brokerage in the Southwest. #1, period. A very top performing company in the news all the time, Inc. 500. Great company to work with. We love them and they treat us very well. So, people are going to buy a home, right? Well, what's their first step? Well, they're going to go online. We know it because the research tells us that. We know that 40% are going to go to the internet. We know that they're going to look there 10 to 12 times before they're ready to even venture out. So they're going to spend a lot of time looking at listings and trying to find a home that makes sense for them. You look down at the bottom of this list, 2% look to print newspaper ads. So the game has changed. If you are not a digital marketing expert, as a realtor, you will struggle. It's just the way it is. So let's talk about digital skimming. Now, this is a proprietary process that we use at TM Realty to really identify what that price should be. It's going to be all over the map. You're going to have realtors come in and they're going to throw numbers at you that you have no idea. They're going to pull comps, but every house is a little bit different, right? And so how do you really accommodate for that? Well, digital skimming does that. So imagine that you're buying a pair of Air Jordan tennis shoes and you go online, you type that in, go into Google, and you're going to get a whole bunch of results here, and they're going to range anywhere from $90 to $125 in different colors and so on. And as you're shopping through those, you're starting to formulate your own opinion about what you're willing to pay for those Air Jordans, right? Well, take that over to the other side. Let's start talking about homes. You're going to buy a 3-bed, 2-bath in Chandler, and you're going to Zillow, Realtor.com, and Trulia, and you're looking at all these houses, and what happens over time? You start getting conditioned on price. You see what a house looks like, what the interior is, whether it has a pool, what the landscaping's like, and after a while, you know what you're willing to pay. And that's what's happening with everyone else. And where traditional realtors get it wrong is they set the number way too high out of the box. And why does that happen? Because they'll come in, they'll make a presentation, maybe a couple of realtors come in and they say, it's a $300,000 home, and we're going to, one says we're going to list it at $315, the other one says $330. Who are you going to go with? $330, right? You want the most money. Well, that's not the best plan, because if you're just 15% above fair market value, you decrease your buyer pool by 75%. You hack tremendously the amount of people that are going to be willing to come and look at your home because, right, they've been digitally skimming. They get to your home and your listing and it's out of line, and they're like, no, I'm not going to do that. It's not of any interest to me. So very critical to make sure that your pricing is where it needs to be. Secondly, showings drop over time. The research shows us that after week 5, viewings and showings plummet. Why is that? Because realtors realize that if a house isn't selling after a certain period of time, there must be something wrong with it. It gets stigmatized. They don't want to go see it. So what do you need to do? You need to be priced right, and you need to crash your house with people checking it out, get those showings going, get the competitive bid situation happening to where you're ratcheting up the price on your home, not lowering it to get people to come look at it. Because as soon as you lower that price, what happens? There's blood in the water. Now that realtors that are coming in, they're going to say, hey, let's lowball these guys because they keep dropping the price. Whereas their attitude's completely different. When there's all kinds of bids that are coming in on a home, they're going to want to come in with a high bid to try to get that property for their client. Critical insight here. Why do we know that? Well, you're leveraging our digital knowledge. Like I mentioned, we're digital marketing experts. I've been doing this for over 20 years for Fortune 500 brands. You name it, McDonald's, NASCAR, Dish Network, Taser, eBay, On and on and on. I've been doing demand generation work for these companies to help them get more customers. That's what it's about when you're selling a home. You need customers. Now, on the other side is Tyler Monson, my business partner. He's a software solutions expert and he does marketing automation. So he's worked for top tech companies, helping companies set up all the infrastructure and systems to communicate with one another so that they can generate demand. So that's the difference. You can go with a realtor, but if they're not a digital expert, you're going to be missing out on all of these great opportunities to sell your home. So, the next thing that you need to be aware of is that we have an advantage when it comes to connections online. All of that digital marketing capabilities have enabled us to reach out dynamically and push your listing out to over 300 online directories. People aren't just searching on Trulia or Zillow. They're all over the place. They're on social network sites. They're on PropBot. You name it. They're out there. And if you don't have a way to be able to push your listing out to all these people all at the same time, you're missing out on tons of traffic. So when you send those listings out to people, what's the one thing you want? You want them to be able to interact with your property. So that's why we deploy 3D listing technology. These are virtual tours. You're diving into the living room. You can look at it in 3D view. You can look at it from the top. You can dollhouse it and see what it looks like from room to room. You can look outside. It's amazing technology and it's very affordable. We also do custom video production so that when we're pushing things out on YouTube, these homes look amazing, and we're deploying search engine optimization to get these videos to rank. In many cases, we're page one right there on Google, and people are finding you organically. And again, those 300 plus directories, that's where we're pushing this content out on, and that's how we're catching people's attention. So, the next piece of this, we actually have the buyers. Go to btsellsaz.com. Look at our website. It's the complete MLS database. Every home that's on the MLS database here in Phoenix, Arizona is on our site. What does that mean? We have thousands, actually over 9,000 people actively searching on our site for homes. We can get you in front of those people. So when people say we have the buyers, if they don't have a website like ours, they really don't. So that's it. That's a quick recap of the core components to listing your home and why it is that you want to go with a digital realty team. We understand the ins and outs on how to get your home visibility, valuable visibility, to help you sell fast and for top dollar. Thank you very much.